Hello and a very happy good morning to all 12th class students. I am Preeti Gupta and today I am going to teach you your unit number 3, that is electrochemistry. Students, I split your this branch of chemistry. Basically, this branch of chemistry is a very interesting branch. Once you get the concepts of this chemistry, you can easily do your numericals in your exam. So let's start, students. Basically, you see here that I'll split the electrochemistry into two parts, right? Electro and chemistry. In electro, we discuss the electric current, okay, and electrons flow. So, and in the chemistry we discuss the chemical reactions. So when we combine the electric current plus chemical reactions, so they are commonly known as the electrochemistry. So now, students, let's begin without any fail. Basically, students, this is a branch of chemistry. In it is the study of production of electricity from energy released during spontaneous chemical reaction and the use of electrical energy to carry out non-spontaneous chemical transformation. So it is widely used, students. Now, what are the chapter contents? First is the electrochemical cell. Second is conductivity of electrolytic solution and its measurement. Third one is electrolytic cells and electrolysis. And the last one is the electrochemical cells in action. So today I am going to discuss in this video electrochemical cell. Students, before starting this electrochemical cell, I want to say something to you all, that here electrochemical cells basically are those cells which convert chemical energy into the electrical energy. They are widely used in your batteries and fuel cells. The reaction carried out electrochemically can be energy efficient and less polluting. This is very important, energy efficient and less polluting. Alright, students, so such example is there of galvanic cell, or we can see this galvanic cell as a voltaic cell. Now we use the Daniell cell because this is an improvement in the galvanic cell. So there are so many examples are there, but in your NCRT only zinc copper cell as an example is given. So how can we say that heat is released, students? So, suppose I have a beaker. In this I had take a copper sulfate solution. We all know that the copper sulfate solution is a blue color, all right, and when we put zinc rod into it, okay, readily zinc decomposes into it and copper loses its blue color. That means zinc liberates its 2 electron. It converts into Zn plus 2 electron, and copper gets these 2 electron. So copper reduces. Alright, so only one cell there is oxidation and reduction takes place. In this particular cell, the heat is released, and when the heat is released, because this is a direct method, all right, so when the heat is released, that is known as the Gibbs free energy is less than 0. All right, now the chemical energy is converted into the heat energy, but our aim is to convert chemical energy into the electrical energy. Now we should apply the indirect method, indirect redox reaction method into it. So here I am going to discuss the improvement of galvanic cell, that is known as the Daniell cell, students. This is basically the improvement. This is basically the improvement of galvanic cell, students. Now, students, before starting Daniell cell, the improvement in the galvanic cell is to implement the salt bridge into it. So this is the improvement done in the galvanic cell. Now, first of all, I am going to talk about what is galvanic cell. Basically, student, it is an electrochemical cell which converts the chemical energy into the electrical energy. All right, students. So when we skip this salt bridge, अगर हम थोड़ी देर के लिए सॉल्ट ब्रिज को भूल जाएं, तो ये एक डायग्राम किसका है? गैल्वेनिक सेल का है. ओके, सो बेसिकली इट इज कंपोज्ड ऑफ 2 half cells, each having different salt solutions, connected through an electric circuit. Okay, connected through an electric circuit switch, and connecting wire is there. So oxidation and reduction takes place in different half cells, which result in the development of potential difference between the 2 half cells and hence generate electricity. So now students, this is about the galvanic cell. So generally किस तरह से काम करता है, how it works. Now just see here, this is a diagram of Daniell cell. In this, in a beaker, zinc sulfate solution is taken, okay, and zinc rod is dipped in this solution. So basically it is the metal rod and the solution containing salt of zinc. It is basically a metal rod dipped in the salt solution. Here you can see copper sulfate contains the blue color and the copper rod is dipped into it. And these are connected with the wire and a battery over there with a switch. Okay, now what happens students? Just see here in this beaker, there are the ions of Zn plus 2 and SO4 2 minus. Okay, and this rod is also made from zinc. So in the previous we discussed that zinc give rise to electrons and converts into Zn plus 2. So here by in this electron Zn becomes Zn plus 2 and comes in this electrolyte solution. Okay, so basically student, this is the interface between the electrode and electrolyte solution. So zinc basically come into the electrolyte solution and electrons remain in this rod. Now if the bulkiness of electrons, then what happens? The electrons move from this connecting wire to the copper rod. Then what happens? There are the ions of Cu2 plus. So then what happens? If the electrons are coming here and Cu2 plus is a positively charged, then they attract each other. Then this Cu2 plus ion get attached to this rod. Alright, so here the negative charge rises up. That's why I put the negative sign over here. And here we can say the copper get attached to this rod. Then what happens? This is the positive rod here. So basically, if अगर हम बात करें, अगर Zn plus 2 बनता जाएगा एट अ टाइम ऐसा होगा कि अंदर भी इलेक्ट्रोलाइट के अंदर ज़्यादातर क्या है Zn plus 2 हैं और आपके यहाँ रॉड पे भी क्या हो जाएंगे Zn plus 2 हो जाएंगे, तो वो एक दूसरे को क्या करेंगे, दे रिपेल ईच अदर. ऑलराइट, यहाँ पर भी यही होगा. इन दिस सॉल्यूशन सल्फेट आयंस आर देयर. व्हेन इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर कमिंग दे रिपेल सल्फेट आयंस. सो वी कैन गो अ फ्लो ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट. वी कांट take any more the electric current flows in the circuit. So this is a drawback in the galvanic cell. एक थोड़े टाइम के बाद में क्या हो जाता है, इलेक्ट्रिक करंट आना बंद हो जाता है क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रॉन्स फ्लो ही नहीं होते, तो करंट की डायरेक्शन तो ऑपोजिट होती है. यहाँ पर आप देखिए जब Zn plus 2 से कन्वर्ट हो रहा है तो ऑक्सीडेशन हो रहा है. तो बेसिकली ये जो हाफ सेल है ये क्या कहलाएगा, ऑक्सीडेशन हाफ सेल. जबकि जो इसके ऑपोजिट है दैट इज नोन एज रिडक्शन हाफ सेल. Because this is the left side, so that is known as left half cell. This is known as right half cell. All right students, so we can learn in a simple manner, that is OARC. To remember the things for a longer time, we should convey the short terms, right? So oxidation occurs at anode and reductions takes place at cathode. So it is very much simplified. It is a mind map to how to learn the terms. So here in the zinc copper voltage basically जो potential होता है that is 1.1 volt. और when we'll take a concentration, the zinc Zn plus 2 ions and Cu2 plus ion, the concentration is taken as 1 mole per decimeter cube. Okay, so what is the improvement? The improvement is done to implement the an inverted U tube, that is known as salt bridge students, in which an electrolyte is taken, that we take the KCl, potassium sulfate, ammonium chloride, all right, and semi liquid substance like agar agar solution. We take gelatin because they allow the mobility of ions, they allow to flow the ions into the circuit. All right, and basically it maintains the circuit. All right, if suppose I'll take in this salt bridge KCl solution, then what happens, where the positive charge is high, then at that side Cl minus goes. भाई जहाँ पर पॉजिटिव चार्ज ज़्यादा है वहाँ पर कौन जाएगा, Cl माइनस जाएगा. जहाँ पर आपका नेगेटिव चार्ज ज़्यादा है वहाँ पर आपका पोटेशियम जाएगा. तो ऑब्वियसली सी बात है कि एक इलेक्ट्रिकल न्यूट्रलिटी बनी रहेगी. All right, so this half cell is known as oxidation half cell. This half cell is known as reduction half cell. So this is all about students the Daniell cell. This is all about. Now the copper electrode called as the reduction half cell at cathode, the zinc electrode called as the oxidation half cell at anode. Now I have to write these two equations, these two half cell reactions. Okay, Cu2 plus 2 electron get converted into Cu solid form. Zn solid get converted into, liberates the 2 electrons and get converted into Zn plus 2 aqueous form, that is known as oxidation. Now the net and overall equation is Zn solid plus Cu2 plus in aqueous give rise to copper solid plus Zn plus 2 in aqueous. Now this is the overall equation. Alright students, so this is all about, and now next is the role of salt bridge. Basically we discussed the role of salt bridge in the diagram. Basically it completes the circuit, and most important that it maintains the electrical neutrality of solutions in each of the respective half cells. Now next topic is functioning of Daniell cell in presence of external voltage. If we apply an external voltage to the cell, so what happens with the cell, how the Daniell cell works. So now in case 1, when the external potential is lower than 1.1 volts. Now the students, if we take the external potential is lower than 1.1 volt, now the cell behaves normally as the electrochemical cell, in which electrons flow from zinc to copper and the current flows from copper to zinc. All right, zinc dissolves at anode and copper at cathode when external potential is lower than 1.1 volts. All right students, in case number 2, when the external, if we increase the external potential slowly, when it is reaches to that is equal to 1.1 volt, at that time no chemical reaction takes place in the cell. And if there is no chemical reaction takes place in the cell, there is no flow of current. If there is no flow of current, there will be no current. Okay, when we increase the external potential into the cell slowly, and when it reaches to 1.1 volts, which is equal to the Daniell cell potential, so now here the no chemical reactions takes place. When no chemical reactions takes place, there is no flow of current, no flow of electrons are there. The third case is very important. Sometimes the question directly asked in the CBSE that at what condition your electrochemical cell behaves as an electrolytic cell, students. So in electrochemical cell, chemical energies get converted into the electrical energy, and electrolytic cell is the opposite of electrochemical cell, in which the electrical energies get converted into the chemical energy. So here the polarity is also changed. When polarity is changed, then the flow of electrons has been changed, and when the flow of electrons change, the flow of current is also changed. So here reactions get reversed, obviously. Polarity of the electrodes reversed, electron flow from copper to zinc, as I told, and current flows from zinc to copper. Similarly, zinc is deposited at zinc electrode and copper dissolves at copper electrode. So so in this video we discussed all the things about what is the introduction of electrochemistry, how it is important, and then we discussed the first topic of our electrochemistry, that is known as electrochemical cell, students. So in the next video we continued with this unit. Thank you.